I am really feeling a super warm toned, orangey, warm, autumnal fall makeup. So that's what we're going to do.
First, I'm starting with this She Glam Hydrating Gripping Primer that I love so much. I put this all over the face and I rub it in with a brush. You don't have to do that. I just do. I don't like having to get up and wash my hands all the time when I'm doing my makeup. So I just rub that in with a brush. And then I also use the She Glam Hydrating Gripping Primer and Setting Spray on top of this. It just gives you like the ultimate hydrated and tacky base under your makeup. I have really dry skin, so I really need that hydration. But also, I like to set my makeup and forget it. And priming and having your skin prepped appropriately helps with that. I love to do my makeup, go on with my day, no touch-ups necessary. I also like to run some clear brow gel through the brows before I get started. I have really sparse brows, and I find that this helps later on when I get to doing my brows. And I use a fiber brow gel that, because there's already this kind of like tackiness in my brow hairs, those brow fibers can grip even better and make my brows look a lot fuller. So that's why I like to do that. And then, of course, prep the lips. I'm using the e.l.f. lip oil. Now we are starting with some makeup. I'm using this Hard Candy Luminizer in the shade Rose Glow. It's like a pinky rose gold type of shade. They have three though. They have like a proper yellow gold and they also have a silver. So just do whatever works for your skin tone. I personally really like this more pinky tone. And then I go on top with my cool toned liquid foundations and things like that. And I just love like the pink undertones. I don't know. I think it gives me like a good glow from within. Definitely this shows through the foundation, but I also just think it gives me that like healthy color glow, if that makes sense. And I'm going to go in with the About Face foundation. This is called the Performer foundation. I'm just mixing these two colors together to get my right shade. And I put a lot of this foundation on. You do not need this much. It has very good coverage, very good lasting power. I am just like a super, super full coverage person, especially on a day like this when I'm going full glam. I put on a lot, but you don't have to put on this much. Usually, like 2 or 3 dips into the product is enough. I'm just mixing these two colors together and going super full glam, full coverage. And I just absolutely love this foundation. And you'll see at the end once it's all blended on, this foundation is like a satin finish, natural satin skin-like finish, but you can just see that glow through it already from that hard candy product that we put underneath. It's just so good. Now I'm going in with the Rare Beauty Liquid Contour. I love this product and I love the Rare Beauty liquid products in general for how long they last. I know a lot of people have a hard time spending that money on high-end products that you might find in Sephora like Rare Beauty, but at least with the Rare Beauty, it is such a good product and also you need so little. That money I feel like is well spent because it you will never go through these products. I had to take my wand out of there one time and that did my entire face. Like it is going to last so long. And then the blush that I'm about to use, the Rare Beauty liquid blush and liquid highlighter, I'm not even joking, they are miniature, like little mini sizes that I got in a miniature trio or something, literally 3 years ago. And they still have not ran out. The minis. So it is such a good value for the Rare Beauty products specifically. They're great quality products and they will literally last you forever. So after I get that bronzer all blended in around the face, under the jawline and chin, and I also get that onto the lids. I don't put any concealer up there. It's only going to be bronzer and then some corrector in the inner corner later. And I just feel like it just snatches your face and it also kind of incorporates the makeup throughout your entire face and makes it look really cohesive. And it's just already setting that tone for the smoky eye that we're going to do later. So this is the cream blush from Milani in the shade Luminoso. If you want a drugstore version or maybe you already have this in your collection, you will get a very, very similar look with this one if you already have it. But just shop your stash and see what you can find. This is the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush in the shade Joy and the Rare Beauty Liquid Highlight in the shade Mesmerize. And I mix them together to give me a nice, strong orange, glowy blush. And I love this so much. Every time I do this makeup look with this blush, you guys ask what I'm doing. You guys ask for all the product names. You guys love it. And I love it. Just look how, oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. And I put that all the way up under the eyes, and then I go in with color corrector or concealer if you want. I'm just using a little bit of the NYX Fix It Stick color corrector in the shade pink. And I don't even use concealer when I use this. I love the shade of it. It color corrects perfectly. It colors beautifully, covers beautifully. And then I like to put it on after the blush because as you can see, I kind of just blend right down towards that blush and the side of the nose. And it just makes that concealer to blush under eye area just blend perfectly. Use that She Glam setting spray on top and let that dry while we go in with some eyeshadow. I'm using my Sigma Warm Neutrals eyeshadow palette here. All those toasty browns and bronzy gold shimmers, but just shop your stash, use what you have. I'm sure that you have some warm brown bronzer type colors in an eyeshadow palette somewhere. You can also use your bronzer, use a contour palette. It's just about getting that warmth and getting that smokiness. And I'm going to take that right out to the temple again, just to make everything really cohesive, but also really like snatch the eyes and really give some drama and contour the face. And you want to not leave out your eye area when you're trying to contour and give your face some shape. So I'm just going in with some darker browns here, deepening up the outer corner in the crease, going in with this gorgeous bronze on the lid. And then I'm going to use a mix of that deep burgundy and the deep neutral brown as a smoky eyeliner. I don't wing out my eyeliner or anything. I literally just line my lash line. I feel like that fits my shape, my eye shape personally, but just do whatever you want. If you want to do like a smoky winged out brown liner, go for it. If you want to do a hardcore black huge wing, go for it. Whatever you like, do it. Eyeliner is a very personal thing as well as eyebrows, I think. So whatever you like, go ahead and do that. I just like to define my eyelashes, make them look a little bit thicker. And I just think that that winged out shape on me doesn't look good on my eye shape and my super bony eye sockets. It just doesn't look good. But do whatever you want. Then after that is all said and done, we move back onto the face. I'm using the matte white on that very inner corner to make sure that's nice and bright. And then I'm going to use the About Face loose setting powder under the eyes. I have not touched a single other loose setting powder in my collection since I bought this. I love this loose setting powder. I will say the About Face brand, the stuff that I have tried from them, it is so good. There are so many hits in that collection. So stinking good. I'm going to use that under the eyes, like I said, give myself a little bit of a winged out sort of shape that kind of blends away a little bit, but just to make sure that eyeshadow isn't going down too low and making my face look drowsy and my eyes look drowsy. I'm going to use a e.l.f. bronzer. I don't even think you can get these anymore. This is one of the primer infused bronzer. I know that they re-released them, but I don't remember if it was a limited time. Just use what you have, guys. It's fine. Just use what you have. You could use Milani Luminoso. I happen to also have the powder form of the shade Joy from Rare Beauty, so I'm going to use this. And again, this is another product from Rare Beauty, actually. You need like the tippliest, tappliest tap into that blush. These are very pigmented, these glowy blushes. I have another shade in this range, the pink shade. I think it's in the shade Happy. They are so pigmented, you guys. Just look how gorgeous that looks. I love this blush. It has the perfect glow to it. It's a lot of pigment. You need to barely tap in and lightly dust that on the cheeks to kind of reinforce that cream blush if you're a cream plus powder girl like I am. Then I'm just using some Essence powder foundation on like the chin and mouth area and the center of the forehead. And then I just dust off the bake with that same brush. I don't add any more powder, but I just dust the bake off, and then you can see it kind of just blends that under eye area into the cheek a lot more seamlessly. At least I think I do, or I think it does if you do it that way. If you kind of wait until the end to dust off your bake, it just makes that blend very, very seamless. Finishing off the bottom of the eyes with those same brown tones, like the more medium tones. And then I'm going to tight line the upper and lower lash line with a dark brown eyeshadow pencil. You can also use a eyeliner. It's just whatever you have. I wanted to keep everything really brown today. You could also do black. If you did like black eyeliner on top, go ahead and do black on the bottom. So whatever, it's up to you, or do brown on bottom, black on top, whatever you think looks good for you, go ahead and do it. I'm not the makeup police, okay? Now I'm gonna finally fill in my brows. I really just fill in the tail with um, brow pencil. Totally blinked on that for a second. I do a little bit in the front, but really not much. And then I do that fiber brow gel, like I said. But again, I never really go into super great detail on like liner or brows or anything like that because I feel like it is very personal to you and your face shape, or what you like. It's totally up to you. Same with blush placement. I feel like if you had a similar face shape to me, this blush placement's very good. Um, but again, totally up to you. If you want it on just the apples of your cheeks, right in the center of your face, go for it. Who am I to tell you how to live your life? Then I'm just going to throw on some mascara. I do put on some lash clusters at the end of my eyes towards the end of the video. I'm just letting that mascara dry down a little bit. And I'm just doing a nice warm lip. This is a Milani lip crayon. I think it's in the shade 110. And then I'm also going to use a Milani Juicy Lip Balm Gloss in this gorgeous brown shade called Honey. I'm obsessed with this. I wear it. I've been wearing it so much. Like almost every time I do my makeup, I've been wearing it. And I'm getting a lot of people asking what that is. And it's that lip oil. No, it's like a lip plumping gloss from Milani. Super good. Just putting those pre-glued lashes on the ends of my eyes. And that is the final look right there. Monochromatic, warm toned, autumnal fall makeup. So good. Very, very 2016's makeup when Morphe came out with that super warm toned, like super orange eyeshadow palette. Do y'all remember that? But I love it. It looks so good, I think. And yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Check out all the links below, and I will see you guys in another video very soon. Bye.